So first and foremost, I want to say call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem wa Malak Yahushua. That's all praises and honor and glory to the Most High God in His only begotten Son name, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Real name Yahushua in the Paleo Hebrew. Right. This Gubble Worker Boar. All right. Sorry about the camera moving, y'all. Trying to figure out a better station for me. Right. There we go. So that's all honor and glory to Yahweh, right, which is the Most High's name, and Yahushua, which is his son name, who is our king. That's Wa Malak. Wa Malak means the king, right, or and king. So the reason why I went with this lesson, man, is because I had a situation, right, with a brother yesterday. We was at camp, and our brothers and sisters in the Christian faith, right, they think that all they need to do is keep the two commandments, the two greatest commandments, and they good to go, right? So we trying to explain it to this brother that you need more than that, right, to get everlasting life. And he like, nah, all we got to do is have the faith and keep the two commandments, right? So the dietary law don't have to keep that, separation laws don't have to keep that, right? So I just wanted to come up with this lesson because we have to either live to Yahweh or die of ourselves, right? Or die, right, unto Satan, right? So whether we live or die, both of it is going to glory Yahweh. So we need to learn how to live unto Yahweh, right, by Hashem Yahushai, rather than die in our own selfish needs and wants, right? So I'm going to start off with Deuteronomy. This is the book of Deuteronomy, right? Chapter 30 and verse number 19. And it says, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, right? Who is you? Israel. That I have set before you life and death, right? Blessing and cursing. Therefore, Yahweh says, choose life, right? So Yahweh tells us to choose life, man, right? And how do we choose life, man? Right? By verse number 16. In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply. And the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land, whether thou goest to possess it. Right? So this is the context that he's telling us to keep the commandments of God. So when we get down to verse 19 and he says, reading into 19, it says, therefore choose life. He's saying, therefore choose the commandments. That way I don't have to kill you or judge you for not keeping the commandments. Right? That's actually sound doctrine. And it says that both thou and thy seed may live, right? So we need to live unto Yahweh, but to do that, right, we have to first sacrifice our wants, our needs, and our desires on the altar, right, of his wants and desires and things for our life, man, right? So it's not no more about you, man, when you figure out that you're a Hebrew Israelite and it's time to live unto Yahweh, right? It's about Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, and what we have to do for him and building of our nation, right? So I'm gonna get one more in the law, and then we're gonna go into what I love, right, which is the so-called New Testament. We're gonna go into the New Testament and get a little bit on how we supposed to be living unto Yahweh, man, right? And a lot of it has a lot to do with one of the other lessons we put out there, right? Which is being selfless instead of selfish, right? Y'all should go look up that video, man. Very edifying video. But that's the whole way to serve Yahweh, is by thinking of yourself less and putting your brothers and your sisters before you and Yahweh before everybody else, right? This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse number, let's start at 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, Yahweh, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Right? The way that we show that we hate the Most High Shalakia, is by not keeping the commandments, and the way that we show that we love Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is by keeping their commandments, right? Because the commandments are good, just, right, and everything about them is life, right, and everything opposite of them, well, most things opposite of the law, statutes, and commandments, right, is death, right? Some things are neutral, right? Like riding a bike is not a sin, and it's good for your health, right? But it's not a law either, right? So, but it's still good for you. So, everything outside of the laws is not horrible, right? But doing things exactly contrary to the laws of God, yeah, you hate God, right? So, we're gonna move this thing to Luke, right? Luke chapter 9 and verse number 23. And it's gonna be quick, man. I know I rescheduled it a couple times today, but that's because captivity killing me at work. But Luke chapter 9 and verse number 23. So log one more page, 9 and 23. And it reads, and he said, I'm gonna start at 22, saying, Son of Man must suffer, saying the Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected of the elders and chief priests and scribes and be slain and be raised the third day. Right. So this is what's going on. Right. He opened up the book, right? Telling these people, hey, look, I have to go through this, right? And if you could think about it, Elijah already came, right? Talking about John the Baptist, right? So now he's getting into it. And verse 23, he says, and he says to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself, right? We all need to be focused on how to deny ourselves more and more, right? To get away from this wretched ass flesh that we in, man, right? This flesh, it means nothing, man. Right? Let me get a quick precept right quick on that, man. Right? I was just reading this in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Right? This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9 and verse number 15. Right? So it says, for the corruptible body presseth down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle weigh down the mind that muses upon many things. Right? So we see, man, that our body, right, it suppresses our soul. It tries to knock down the soul, the spirit that the Most High put in us, right? And then it muses, right? Exactly, exactly, Captain Khalil. Right, we gotta fight the flesh daily, man. Right, so it says that it and the earthly tabernacle, right? It weighed down the mind that muses upon many things, right? So when you focus on many different things that's stressing you out, hey, that's an evil spirit. That's a fleshly spirit, right? But the Lord is telling us, man, to watch out for these things so that way we could do his will. We could do his work, man, right? And the more that we ponder on our own things, the more that the Most High cannot use us, right? The whole mission in our life, becoming a Hebrew Israelite, or understanding that we are Hebrew Israelite, right, is to deny yourself daily, right, for the benefit of Yahweh Bashar, right? The flesh want to smoke weed. The flesh want to smoke cigarettes. The flesh want to pop pills. The flesh want to drink every day. The flesh want to tell you what to do, and you don't tell it what to do. That's what's going on, man, with the battle with the flesh, right? So we need to remember that we are in control of our hand. Our hand is not in control of us, like my brother Banyan always said, right? So let's go back to Luke chapter 9 and verse number 23. It says, and he said unto them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall be saved. Right? So daily we got to figure out how to lose our own life, man. Right? Don't ponder on what tomorrow may bring, man. Don't sit there and think on the bills that you got tomorrow. Right? If your brother needs your help today, you help that brother, man. Your sister needs your help today, you help that sister, man. Right? Break your neck to be of service for the next brother and sister that's coming into this truth, man, right? Or that's already in this truth, man. Be of service, man, right? Don't deny to wake up at that 3 o'clock phone call, man. right? You never know what that brother or sister was going through, what type of spiritual demons they was fighting, right? They could have been thinking suicide, and you ain't want to answer the phone because you too good in your sleep, man. Nah, it says deny yourself, man. Whoever should lose his life, right, shall save it, man, right? So we need to be trying to preserve our soul, man, and stop worried about preserving our flesh. This flesh is dying regardless, right? What we do with this flesh, that really matters. So putting aside the pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, hatred, envy, jealous, right? Malice, um, lasciviousness, concupiscence, right? All these different sins and different things that can make you fall into sin, right? Ego, pride, right? These different things, we need to put these things to the side, humble ourselves, and continue to be of use, man. Right? We need to continue to be of use. So it says, whosoever will save his life, Luke 9:24. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. Right? For what is a man advantage if he gain the world and lose himself, or be cast away? Right? So what profit is it, right, if you're gonna lose your soul, man, if you're gonna lose yourself in the way of trying to prosper in America, man, right? You trying to open a new business, you giving all your love, all your attention, right, all your drive, all your thrive, all your passion, right, enthusiasm, you giving that to a business that you're trying to create, when the Lord gonna make it flourish regardless. If you start a business and you serve Yahweh and you do your due diligence to hand out flyers, get on Yelp or whatever else, the Lord gonna grow your business. You don't have to worry about that. But he said, if you seek me first, if you seek the kingdom first, everything else will be added unto you, right? So another thing that we need to do is deny our own self gain to gain another brother or sister, to help build up another brother and sister, right? And that brother and sister will help you flourish your job, man. You got a brother that you wake up to the truth, or a sister that you wake up to the truth, right? If you're a sister, one of the sisters know how to press, the other sister know how to sew, right? Then y'all could get on the market because a brother know how to start a website, right? All these things work together for the good of the Most High, man, right? So make sure that we put Yahweh first, man, right? Says deny yourself and follow after me, right? And I'm gonna get a couple more, man, and wind down. So this is the book of Matthew, right? We're gonna go to the book of Matthew, man, to solidify it, right? Because he said that you gotta deny some people, right? You gotta put some people on a back burner, man, right? Man and women, right? You gotta put some people on the up and up, man, the back burner, man, right? So this is the book of Romans. Book of Matthew, chapter 12, and verse number 48, and it reads. To lock, y'all got these new pages, and it reads. Verse 47. Then one said unto him, behold, my mother, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with you. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. Right? So simple as that, man. The people that do the will of the Father, man, that's your brother, that's your sister, that's your mother. Why? Because in the book of Micah, right, it tells us in the book of Micah, chapter 7, right, I'm gonna get that right quick. In the book of Micah, chapter 7, it tells us, man, that the division is gonna be in the household, man. Right? The division, who gives a damn about a division outside of the house? You don't gotta deal with that all day, every day. Right? But the biggest division that could tear you apart and either make you or break you is a division in your own household, man. Right? So let me get that right quick. This is the book of Micah, chapter 7 and verse number 8. I believe it is. All right, yeah, 7 and 8. And it reads, Salakia, 7 and 6. It says, for the son dishonoreth the father, and the daughter riseth up against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and the man's enemies are the men of his own household, right? And when it says men right there, that word goes into Adam, right, which just means mankind, right? It should be the humans in your own household that's gonna be against you, man. Right? Why? Because you keeping the commandments, you teaching the commandments, you telling them what they cannot do, right? And in return, they gonna hate you, man. Right? So always remember that too, man, that regardless of the fact, those who do the will of the Father, that's your family, that's your mother, that's your brother, that's your sister, right? That's your family, man, right? Because the people of your own house, they gonna deny you before Christ. The people that was sitting right next to you, doing this work, going on the street corners, preaching, teaching, following the Most High to the best of their ability, they gonna stand on 10 toes and say, "Nah, this is my brother in Christ. This is my brother in Hamashiach Yahushua, and I'm dying right next to this brother. You might as well go ahead and kill me first, right? Because I ain't gonna let this go down like that." Right? So that's how a real brother gonna be for his brother. And he's not gonna be an enemy, man. He's not gonna be a foe, right? He's gonna be a help, right, unto his brother and his sister. So that's why Christ was like, nah, man, like y'all tripping, bro. The people that do the will of the Father, that's my family, man. Right? If my mama not doing the will, then she ain't the family, right? If this person ain't doing the will, they ain't the family. Right? I got a little bit more on this one. Matthew chapter 12 and verse, oh no, that was it, right? But let's go to we're gonna go to Romans, right? Chapter 12. That was it on that. Romans chapter 12, right? To fully solidify what we need to be doing to show that we living unto Yahweh, man. Right? And a lot of it goes with, like I said, denying yourself, man. Is making yourself selfless instead of selfish, man. Right? This is the book of Romans, right? Chapter 12 and verse number, what did I want? Verse number 1 and 2. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto the Most High. Right? So the way that we present our body a living sacrifice unto the Most High is by not doing our own pleasures, not sleeping with our brother wife, right, or another brother wife, right? Not a woman, right? Not getting mad or envious at a husband another wife because that wife joined her to her husband, right? A brother, right, not having hatred in his heart, right, because the next man got a better woman in him, right, or the next man he got a better car than him, right? Not showing that envy and that jealousy, man, right? Staying away from sin, man. Let's put it point blank, period. The way that you live unto Yahweh is staying the hell away from sin, right? Like our brother Paul said. I mean, like our brother Job said, he escheweth evil, man. He shun evil. He throw evil to the side, bro. He don't deal with evil, right? So that way he could become perfect. Because who you hang around, you're the next one that's going to be just like that, right? You hang around the world, you join hand with the world, you're going to get the worldly punishment. You hang around the righteous, you're going to learn righteousness, and you're going to get a righteous judgment, man, right? So it says that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. So you have to deny yourself for Yahweh Shai, man. That way you can put your brother and sister before your needs, man. This is how you live unto Yahweh, man. Forget what you got going on. Forget your problems. Forget your woes, man. Help another brother and sister out their problems, man. Right? There's actually a study that say you actually get more healthier by being of service than you do by receiving, man. Right? So damn, get in the gift, give, man. Right? And in return, the Lord will give it back to you. Right? So it says, make your body a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. It's reasonable for you to stop doing things that's not good for the nation. It's reasonable, right, for you not to pick up another man's woman, right? It's reasonable for you to take the time to truly vet a friend, right? It's reasonable for you to not let every train into your house to disturb your house, man. It's reasonable to talk to your kids about the law, statutes, and commandments, and show them that you like reading your book. And it's not a damn it's not hard for you to do. It's not a damn how do I say, a burden on you to read your damn Bible, man. Right? You show, right, through being reasonable, boy, that you love Yahweh, man. Right? So y'all make sure, man, that y'all doing y'all studies, man. Open that book, right? Because this is how we truly get the guideline on how to be as Hebrew Israelites in the right faith, man. Right? Which is what? keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and believing in YHWH and everything that he said, everything that he promised us. That's our reasonable service, right? But verse number 2, and be not conformed to this world, right? Don't be subject to the ways of this world, man. You got to take the time to realize when a worldly person is trying to get you off course, man. You got to realize that this is not rubbing me the right way. I got to go where I know is love at, where the laws are being kept at, man. Right? Shalom, Mark.
Shalom, Mog. I got something I want to say, man. If you got time,
All right, go ahead.
grab me the book of First John chapter 2 and verse 11 real quick, man. Right? Because look, man, it's a lot of fake brews out here, right? That be trying to come into this thing or try to act like they really in this thing, but they're really putting themselves first, man. They're really putting their flesh first. They putting their own will first before the Most High in these last days, man. Right? And it's kind of vexing, right? So we got to understand, like, you cannot be in that type of spirit if you claim that you love the Most High, right? Talking about Kwam Yasharala this, Shalawam Akim that, right? But you're not doing nothing for the brothers, and you're not doing nothing for the Most High at the end of the day. You understand? You're gonna get caught
Yeah.
out there. These brothers walk around blindly and not knowing which way they go, man. Right? Bring that out.
And all you're doing is keeping all you want. You a Sabbath day Hebrew. All you do is keep the Sabbath day, right?
Yeah,
But first,
feast day brews. I'm a brew Hebrew when I want to be, man. Go ahead, bring that out. Salaki.
uh, First John 2 and verse number 11. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness and walk in darkness and knoweth not whether he goeth, because
Right.
that. Go ahead.
Right. He that hates his brother is in darkness, man. Why? Why does it say you in darkness? Because you blindly walking around not knowing which way you're going. So how are you gonna issue forth that love towards the next brother or to the next sister to get them to walk through the light, man? You're not even being a light to yourself, man. You're not being a guiding light. Showing that shows that you hate yourself, you hate the Most High, and you hate your brother at the same time, because you walking in darkness and you're willingly walking in darkness, man. Not trying to do the work of the Most High, only being a Hebrew when you want to be a Hebrew, coming to camp when you want to come to camp, putting your damn grind, trying to get a bag mode, only for yourself, man. Right? Go ahead, read on, read on.
It says, and walketh in darkness and knoweth not whether he goeth.
Right. He doesn't know which way he's going. If you don't know which way you're going, how are you going to help love your brothers to a certain point where you're going to try to help the next brother find out which way he's going? Right? Blind leaders of the blind, roughly paraphrasing. You understand?
Huh?
These brews come around every now and then. We don't hear from them, right? And then when we do hear from them, it's fake Kwam Yasharalas and fake Shalawams, man. But they fruits are corrupted, and that tree's gonna get hewn down in these last days, man. You understand?
Come. That's a fact.
Go ahead, read on, finish that.
It says, because that darkness has blinded his eyes.
Has blinded his eyes. You see that? That's that hate. That's that giving into the flesh. That's that self-will. That's that I do this for me, right? And don't give a damn about the brothers, right? Not coming to camp, not coming to feast days, only showing up when they want to show up. You know what I'm saying? And these brews, there's a lot of brews like that out there in this world, man. Right? It's not
Man,
just limited to individual camps. There's a lot of them, right? And they're gonna get caught out there, right? Real quick, give me First Thessalonians chapter 5. My last
uh,
preset.
uh, uh, all right. This is the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 5, and what verse?
From the top.
5, verse 1. It says, of the times that Salaki, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right. So that's the brothers that's gonna get caught out there in darkness, man. They gonna get caught out there as a thief, like a thief in the night. The thief in the night is coming through that window, and you not gonna know he coming. Why? Because you're not measuring the time. You're not studying these prophecies. You're not prepared for the coming of Yahweh Shai. So you are the ones that are cast in darkness. You are the ones that's gonna get caught out there like a thief in the night, man. Right? But you got to measure the time diligently. You got to understand the prophecies. You got to look for the signs, right? You got to remain in righteousness and forever fighting the flesh on a day-to-day basis and walking in righteousness. These are the brothers that are going to be watching, and they're not going to get caught out there when Yahweh Shai come, man. Only those that's
That's
cast
right.
in darkness. You understand?
That's
So
verse 3.
you bruised need to wake up in these last days. Go ahead, King.
Verse 3. For when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Right, and that's twofold right there, right? That goes into these nations, right? When they declare peace and safety, right? One world government, we're all gonna stop fighting. Then Yahweh Shai is gonna come back and destroy you for the wickedness you put upon the earth, right? But on another fold, man, that's for these brothers that got a little bit of the folding of the hands. They relax, they chilling, they're not really worried about what's going on, right? They're so comfortable and content in their own ways and they're in their own minds. They're gonna get caught out there and they're gonna die to death, man. You
Mm.
understand? Because they walking around
Con,
in darkness,
con.
right? So I just wanted to bring that out, man. That I was vexed when I was hearing this live, man. All praises to the Most High, right? Peace and blessing to everybody
Uh,
that's in the viewership right now, man. All praises. I'm at work right now too. See, and that kind of right there, that shows love, right? I'm at work. I found the time, right? Whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, to still come up on here and teach the people, man. No excuses. No excuses in these last days, man.
that's right. That's right,
Right, and
bro.
I
We
yield.
need fire. We need all the fire that we could get so we could burn up Esau with the stubble, man. So that was perfect, man.
And I yield. And I yield.
Uh, so back to Romans, right? This is the book of Romans, chapter 14 and verse number 7, right? And it reads, for none of us liveth to himself, and no man doeth to himself. For whether we live unto Yahweh, and whether we die unto Yahweh. So whether we live, therefore, or die, we are Yahweh's by Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? So we see, man, that we need to live like we're dying. Even in this truth, man, we need to live like we're dying. You see, I listen to a lot of stuff about making money and rich people and the way they move, and they live like they're dying, right? But for some reason, the Israelites feel like we living to live and we not living to die, man. Our flesh is gonna go away. Yeah, our spirit will live on, but we need to use and abuse this flesh to the highest degree to get our spirits on good report with the Most High, right? So it's telling us whether we live or whether we die, we do both unto Yahweh, man. So, hey, man, figure out that you want to live unto the Lord instead of die, right, unto the Lord and be of nothing, man. We want our name written in the book of life, man, right? When it comes to the end of this thing. Right, so I'm gonna get two more, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Right, it's the book of Ephesians. Salak. Yeah, that's the book of Ephesians, chapter 4. I believe I want 4. Yeah, chapter 6 and verse number 8. Salaki. Chapter 6 and verse number 8, and it reads, knowing that whatsoever good thing any man doeth, the same he Salaki, the same shall he receive of the Lord Yahweh Shai, whether he be bond or free, right? So no matter what we do, right? No matter what we do, how much we put in, we need to understand that everything that we put in, there's a payment for. If you put in a crap ton of evil, a crap ton of heavy judgment is coming upon you. If you put a whole bunch, right, of good works out there, man, hey, look, you gotta receive it at the end of the day, right? The scriptures tell us that the Lord is not slack concerning his promise. And he promised us that there's a reward for doing his work on earth, right? That's why we get what? We get the marriage, we get the promises, we get the adoption, right? We become a family again, we get the land, right? Why? Because the Lord has promised us and he shall not lie, man. Right? So we need to do our work, man, to get rewarded and not get rewarded these evil things, man. Right? Verse 9. And ye, Salakia, I want verse 7. With good will doing this is the book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse number 7. With good will doing service as unto the Lord, not not to men, right? So when you're doing services for your brother and your sister, like you waking up early, going to sleep late, praying, prophesying, studying, all these different things, man, don't think that you're doing it for man. Don't think that you're just doing it for your brothers and your sisters. It's good to think on that I'm going to help my brother. I'm going to grab my brother a sheep out this pit, right? But really, everything that you do, man, you need to do it with all your might, because you're doing that for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? Don't deal with a slack hand when it comes to doing the services for your people, man, right? If your brother call you and he needs you to come pick you up, right, and he in Sacramento, but you in San Diego, you go get that brother, man. Who else do he have, right? Buy that brother an Uber, whatever it is. But make yourself of service for your brothers and your sisters, man, and stop being so damn lazy, man. These lazy brews make a nigga sick, man. Right? All these brews that just want to do a little bit, the bare minimum, man, and think they're gonna make it into the kingdom, man. Right? The Lord said the 70 virgins or 7,000 virgins or 7 virgins, right? They're gonna be made without spot or blemish. How? Because they're gonna continue to give alms, do charity, right? Make sure that they're making their body a living sacrifice, so their sins could be wiped clean, man, right? And not be as scarlet. Well, I lied. I'm gonna get one more precept. I'm gonna get two more precepts again, because I gotta go get this in Isaiah, man. I think I'm gonna wear this precept out, man. Right? Because this promise is a beautiful promise, man, that the Lord have given to us, man. And sometimes I want to cry about it. Right? It says Isaiah chapter 1 and verse number 16. It says, wash ye, right? And ye means y'all, right? I just realized this, right? It says, wash y'all, make you clean, put away the evil of your doings from before mine eyes. Cease to do evil, learn to do well, seek judgment, receive the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow. Come now and let us reason together, said the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, right, a bright color red, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, even a darker color red, they shall be as wool, right? So the Lord is gonna make our sins clean, right? Due to how much work we put in, we're waking up and sealing the elect, man, right? So this is how those 70 virgins, right, or 7,000 virgins, whatever seven it is, this is how that complete number of virgins, right, are gonna get their garment made clean. Is by being of service one to another, man. Stop
Point.
dealing with a slack hand when being of service to your people, man. Go ahead.
God, and I got a tough point right now, man. Right? All you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right, who know the truth, who know the name of the Most High, who know that you're supposed to be keeping the commandments, right, who know that you're supposed to be out here doing these works, man, right? You can't even call yourself a child of the Most High, right? Or we the Israelites, we the Hebrews, you know what I'm saying, and doing all of this and that. You can't be a fake brew out here not doing the work, man, and letting all these damn Christianity pastors outwork y'all, man, right? You got some people in Christianity damn carrying a whole entire cross across the United States, man, outworking you.
Man,
You got pastors holding damn class every Sunday, right? Doing the work more than you should, even though the work that they're doing is not really aimed towards the kingdom, right? But towards their congregation and they damn self gain. But what I'm trying to say is, man, you letting all of these Christianity and Catholicism pastors and bishops and etc. outwork you, and you supposed to be the real children of Israel, man. You understand? How you gonna let them outwork you? You know what I mean?
yeah, that should be impossible, man. Right? Because once you figure out that you're an Israelite, hey man, you should be on fire, man. It should make you sad and cry when you haven't read your Bible today. It's like brothers that work out and go to the gym. If I don't hit the gym, bro, I feel like a piece of crap, man. And now I feel the same way about my Bible. If I don't read my Bible, man, I feel like I have been the most laziest piece of garbage that I could ever be, man. Right? And that's how y'all gotta think, man. Like the brother said, man, you got a brother that really went across the whole United States, right? Holding a cross, man, to prove his allegiance, right, to that white boy Jesus Christ, man. Right? And you can't even pray every day. Right? You can't even do a 5-minute prayer every day, right? Let alone the 3 that David showed us that he did to make himself perfect, right? So, but I'm gonna get this last one, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wind down, man. Corinthians.
Fine.
This is the book of Corinthians, First Corinthians, chapter 9 and verse number 19. It says, matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 17. It says, "For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a disposition of the gospel is committed unto me," right? He said, man, if I do this thing willingly, man, I'm gonna have my reward. But if I don't, the Lord gonna jam me up for everything that I think that I'm doing, man. Right? So, hey, man, make sure you're doing this thing willingly, man. This is your occupation. You should love it, man. People that master sculpting, they love the finished product of the sculpting of the sculpting more less than the process of it, man. Right? The process of the kingdom should drive you mad. You should be happy, enthusiastic. I get to go do this today. The Lord woke me up, so I'm able to go do this. Right? So living unto Yahweh is being happy that he gave you the chance to actually serve him, man, without killing you for all that wretchedness that you did in your past, man. And while you was in the truth, man. I'm learning now today that brothers and sisters in the truth is still messing up just as much or a little bit less as they was before the truth, man. Still popping other men's women, man. Right? Still fornicating, man. Still having malicious and evil thoughts, man, inside of this thing, right? So y'all got to clean up y'all act, man, right? Because Yahweh have chosen us to show ourselves wise, man, to show ourselves with discretion, discreet, right? Having a thing of shame, man, not outside running with our jogging with our shirt off, man, right? Not in the club, man, working for Jesus, man, right? But actually in the
That's right.
will and honor of the Most High God. You got something you want to add on?
Nah, I was gonna say that's right, man. And I remember we was bringing this out. We brought out like a lesson, like I think probably like 2 years ago, man, where we say, man, man, I can't wait to go to camp. I'm excited to go to camp, man. But you got some brothers in this thing, man. Oh, I gotta go to camp. Oh, I don't know if I really, man. You don't really want the kingdom, man. You might as well go back to the damn world, man. Right? That whole Revelation 18:4, come out of her, my people. You're not even applying that to yourself, man, because you still want to stay in Babylon. You're still looking for longevity in this damn wicked ass place, man. You're looking for a reward right now instead of a reward for the kingdom, right? I'd rather stack up and stack up and stack up and get that payout later. These brothers is looking for a damn weekly check, man. You
Hey,
know?
hey, look, yeah, that's crazy, bro. You're right, man. You're right. And it's cool though, cause once you really serving Yahweh, he'll show you his blessings that he give you throughout the week, man. You ask him for something and he give it to you, boom, like it's nothing, right? Like this morning, I was riding a trolley without no money, right? So I was hitting the trolley like Yahweh, Baba Kushal, just let me get to work, man, without having to deal with these trolley cops or getting off, right? I make it. I make it all the way to the trolley, to the last stop, man, to my job, man. I'm like the water Yahweh, man. I know it's nothing but you. You feel what I'm saying? Because easily Satan could have brought a trolley cop on and made me get off, get back on, man. Right?
Ah,
So, but all praise to the Most High. He'll show us that if we serve Him, He'll show us a little bit of this and a little bit of that, man. Right? Shalom, shalom. I believe that's a sister, man. Shalom, sister.
yeah,
Really
Shalom,
appreciate.
sister.
Yeah, I really appreciate you for being on here. Right? So right here, right? So First Corinthians chapter 9 and verse number 17. It says, hold on, Salah. I'm missing my place. All right. Verse number 18. What is my reward then? verily that when I preach the gospel, make the gospel of Christ without charge, right? Not commanding people to do this and doing that. Hey, man, walk right, walk left, sit straight, sit right. No, man. Hey, look, man, do you want to serve God? Are you truly honest about this thing? Do you love Him, right? Well, then you should read, and then you should study, and then you should be in order. And you should let another man speak before you cut him off. You should learn the scriptures and apply them to your life, man. If you love God, I shouldn't have to put a gun to your head and say, don't eat the pork. I shouldn't have to put a gun to your head and say, stop smoking cigarettes, right? This is what Paul is talking about. It says, what is my reward then? Verily that I Salakia. Verily that when I preach the gospel, I make the gospel of Christ without charge, that I abuse not my power in the gospel. For though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself a servant unto all. Right? Paul didn't have to serve the ministry if he didn't want to. He didn't have to serve the Jews, man. He was free. He was free from the Roman slavery, right? He didn't have to serve the Romans, right? None of that. But he made himself of service to the Jews, right? To the Israelites, and made himself a sacrifice for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Right? And he said, I don't have to be a slave, man. But I chose to be a slave, man, for Mashiach Yahushua and for my people. Right? So reading on, it says, that I might gain the more, right? So Paul, man, is showing us the way that we need to be, that we need to be a servant so we could gain more and more people, man. And a servant is a slave, right? But a good slave, right? A slave that's
Point.
happy to serve his master, right? We need to become that same slave, man, and serve our master with a joyful smile, man, right? Because he put us in captivity because we didn't joyfully serve him. Go ahead, King.
Kyle, read that first part again. That he what? Save some?
That was the last part. Hold on.
Yeah, read the last part.
It says, this is the book of First Corinthians, chapter. Where was that? So like chapter 9 and verse number 19, and it reads, that I might gain the more.
He says that I might gain the more. That he might gain the more. Meaning he's not too sure if he's gonna gain some. He's not even too sure if he's gonna gain any at all. But he's still putting himself in that position to possibly make that happen, man. Right? Still gonna put you, even if you're doing the work by yourself and you don't gain any, you still know the outcome and you know the greater reward at the end, in hopes that somebody might want to come with you, man. Right? You can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink. I would
Yeah.
hope that the horse will drink. I would pray that the horse might drink of the water, but all I can do is lead the horse to the water and make and have them want to have to drink it, man. You understand? That's
Con.
powerful. That I might gain the more, man. Damn, that's
It's
powerful right there. Line upon
a,
line with that one. But go ahead, I yield.
yeah, it's a possibility, right? There's a possibility that I might gain some, you know. But I'm gonna end out with this one right here. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 43 and verse number 30, right? 29. The Lord Yahweh is terrible and very great and marvelous in his power. When you glorify Yahweh, exalt him as much as you can, for even yet will he far exceed. And when you exalt him, put forth all your strength and be not weary, for you can never go far enough. Who hath seen him that he might tell us, and who hath magnified him as he is? There are yet hid greater things than these be. For we have seen but a few of his works. For Yahweh hath made all things, and to the godly hath he given wisdom. Right? So when we glorify the Lord, man, we need to make sure that we give him our all, man. Right? And where we see that we lack at, we need to go ahead and pack at. right? We need to strengthen up that area. If you lack in grace, if you lack in mercy, if you lack in patience, if you lack in love, if you lack in charity, if you lack in alms, right? Make sure you building yourself up in all these places, man. Right, a brother that did a video early today. If you feel like you're strong somewhere and you weak in the next spot, right? Figure out how to conquer that weakness, man. If you're good at making videos, you're good at prophesying, figure out how to edit the videos, right? If you're good at all of that, figure out how to manage your money to give give sandwiches out on the weekend, right? If you're good at all that, conquer another thing, man. Because you can never go far enough. And who can magnify the Lord more than he magnified himself and more than he's going to magnify himself again at the end, man? Who could do it, right? Nobody, man. But we could damn sure try, man. And y'all make sure y'all realize, man, that we don't live to ourselves, man. We live unto Yahweh. Everything that he say do, we do it, right? And I'm done.
God, that's very powerful, man. I like the part where it said, you can never go far enough because we just seen a few of his works, man. Right? So what you thinking, oh, you giving all praise, honor, and glory to the most high, really that's not even that's limited because you cannot give all praise, honor, and glory to the most high in full totality because you've only seen yet but a little of his works. The magnification of his work is going to come in that time of the kingdom. Then that's where all praises, super all praises to the most high is gonna come in at. You understand?
Ah. Hey man, so with that, man, we want to bid y'all a good shalom, man. Shabbat shalom to all the new moon Sabbath keepers. Shabbat finally came in, man. Get y'all rest, right? And a good man. Kwam Yashala.
Kwame Shalom, 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 people. All praise.
Shalom.